of view, what are the legal rights and resources available to the survivors who are going through domestic violence in India, and how can, individuals access them?
I mean, under the Domestic Violence Act of 2005, women can avail protection, they can avail medical facilities, they can avail counseling experiences. And then
Mm,
under Section 498A of the Indian Penal Code, you can also lodge a complaint, right? There's a helpline now. I think the number is 181. For the if women are going through this, just call that number and seek those resources. I personally know of an organization in Mumbai called Sneha that is helping survivors of sexual violence, domestic violence, right? By bringing them together, like giving them that space to kind of nurture and heal from the trauma.
mm,
Trauma counseling, I think, becomes very important. So the government and the organizations are coming together to put these resources out there, so they are available. But in all of this, I think that family support plays such a big role. Because I
true.
remember I had a young girl client, she had a small baby from a remote area of the country. Now she was sitting in, like, let's say hypothetically, like a Gujarat, right? But I
Mm,
was only aware of these facilities in Bombay at that point because I just moved back to India. Or even, like, how was she going to manage the finances of, like, getting herself out there because she didn't have any family support.
Hmm.
mm,
So I think even family support plays such a big role because there are these facilities that are available. But I mean, because I work extensively with this field in the US, under like the organization I was working in New York called Safer Eyes, and under one roof, I could give them police help, like anonymous shelter help. I could give them counseling, you need legal support, you name it, and it was available for them. So I
mm.
think India has these facilities, but I think there needs to be a little bit more work of intertwining all of them so the resources actually become helpful. But as of
Mm.
now, there are these provisions in the court of law. There are organizations like Sneha that are working tirelessly to help uh, women in India who are survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, for sure.
Okay. Devna, would you like to add anything to this?
Yeah, I think Vidhi said it very beautifully. She had explained the whole thing. But yes, there are helplines like Sneha. I think there's also one called Nari.
Mm.
Uh, and there's, I think, one Swayam for people who need to help. These are these numbers, and you can go on their website and find information. But I think also, like Vidhi said, in India it's a little challenging because a lot of the times people don't even know ki help is there.
Mm.
Like, they don't know that I mean, the resources are there, but the reach to get to access to get it is not there. People aren't aware in some
That's
parts.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
there is that lack of awareness or just lack of information about these things. But there is helps of anyone who's also, like,
Going
going
through it.
through it should definitely just reach out. I think that's the first step.
Yeah. But I think that's also the hardest step.
Hardest thing also, yeah,
It's the
it
Yeah,
is.
hard thing to break free from a domestic violence relationship.
absolutely. And one of the thing is, when your family is not supportive, it it
Yeah.
it it really makes women very difficult to even take that first step. So,
100%.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
family support is important. It's very important. Otherwise, you just keep suffering because you don't feel like there's anyone who to support you.
That
Absolutely.
confidence can come up. You need that some just even that one person who will back you up and give you that
Yeah.
confidence really helps.
Very true. Very true.